Hello gang, and welcome to Displaying Model-Behaviour. Ouch, I just hit my knuckle on the desk there. This is still, nonetheless, injuries aside, the Earth's mightiest video podcast. And today we're going to talk about Canada Expo. It is on the books, in the pocket, and out of sight. Hasbro had their, I wouldn't call it a PulseCon reveal, it was just a panel, I guess. They didn't offer us much, but also they didn't say they would either. So we did get a couple of reveals though for Marvel Legends. There was some Star Wars stuff as well, but honestly, I mean, come on. This is the channel that Marvel Legends built. So let's talk about that first of all, and the teased Haslab at the end, but that's way off in the future. So first of all, we got a Strong Guy re-release. Both these figures that they revealed are on my leaks list video that I put out about a year ago. So I'm going to let you know what else was on that leaks list that we haven't got yet to give you a little idea as to what might be coming. So Strong Guy actually looks like it's really good. It's a really good update of the Build-A-Figure. The only thing that kind of annoys me is like, this is the Build-A-Figure that we should have got the first time round. Because even when we first got the Build-A-Figure, I was like, oh, it is good. I mean, don't get me wrong. The fact that we have a big style 90s X-Factor Strong Guy action figure is kind of bonkers. Like, I love that we have these obscure characters from Marvel Legends. But even looking at the figure then when I had it, I was like, the zip needs painting, there's only one face, only one set of hands, no accessories, the X logo could use more work as well. Basically, everything that they've done is what should have been there the first time. But at least now it's here, and it's real good. I love that they've done everything that gives Strong Guy his personality. That's what's so much fun. The huge, big, bending barbell even. Dave, get your barbells and dumbbells mixed up and correct. Okay, so that's really awesome. Plus, you can pose that with She-Hulk if you want to as well. That'll be really fun. Also, the different face sculpts, they just scream the attitude of Strong Guy. That's what I really love. When we get the official pictures, I might have to do like a little dedicated video on the history of Strong Guy, because he's actually a really interesting character who I think doesn't get enough shine in Marvel Comics. So yeah, he's really cool. And also on my leaks list that this was on, it also had Polaris and Havoc in another 2-pack. So I guess they're probably going to be zhuzhing up those two figures. The difficulty for that though is that those two figures really kind of show their age, I feel. So it wouldn't just be a normal repaint with a couple of accessories like the Strong Guy is. I feel like for Polaris and Havoc, you really have to go back and do a lot of extra work on them, and I don't know if they would do that. Who's calling me? Oh, hang on a second, my man on the inside. Hey, buddy. Sorry, where was I? Right, yes, so Havoc and Polaris, I imagine they would need a serious reworking and redoing to really bring them up to a 2025 standard. We'll see what happens with that. So the other reveal was, of course, animated Mysterio as well. And funnily enough, Mysterio went the same sort of route that Strong Guy did, where the first one that came out way back in the day, in the Lizard Build-A-Figure range, was one that I looked at and went, I wish it had this, I wish it had that, I wish it had gold and better accents and more styling, and then they did that with the retro carded one. So now they're doing the animated series one, which I feel is kind of like a step back in some ways, because being animated style, it has less paint, it doesn't have the crisscross applesauce on his costume, it's not as visually appealing to me. But again, that's a stylistic choice to match up with the cartoon. So I'm not going to say that that's a bad thing on Hasbro's part. No, that's what he looks like. So if you're going for a hardcore cartoon accurate display, and this is exactly what he needs to be. And I have to say, it's nice to have an unmasked Quentin Beck head. That's probably going to look quite nice. Hasbro heads generally do. But for me, even if I had it, it would just wind up in the fodder box. So no loss there. So I do like the way that the fishbowl, it sits a bit deeper, the dome into his cloak. It's a good looking Mysterio. But certainly, I feel like there's no need for me to upgrade what I already have. And honestly, that does it for the Marvel Legends reveals on this panel, which is fair. They didn't say there was going to be a whole heck of a lot. I'm surprised that they revealed Maximum Deadpool yesterday, because that would have certainly zhuzhed up their panel. But there you go. I guess they're like, bah, it's only Canada. What are those maple syrup sucking puck slappers going to do about it? Don't know why they're so aggressive towards Canada. Just in my mind. So anyway, yes, on the rest of my leak list, I'll tell you what's there, because there are still some things that we haven't got yet. This is a list that contained the comic book ROM Space Knight wave and a whole bunch of other figures that have come out. But these are the ones that we're still waiting for. So first of all, we had Polaris and Havoc, as I mentioned. Also on this list was a Super Skrull, or some sort of Skrull. Don't know if it would be another Secret Invasion mashup style Skrull, or if they're just going to re-release the Fantastic Four Super Skrull Build-A-Figure. It's always a possibility, isn't it? Kind of like with Strong Guy, it's not another Build-A-Figure that they can bring out once again. Then also, this was an interesting one. APEC, whatever the spider god was that impersonated Spider-Man in Norman Osborn's Dark Avengers. Could potentially be a 6-arm black costume variant. Could be kind of fun, but we haven't seen him materialize yet. Then also, Werewolf by Night. Still waiting on that one. We have just had, what is it? Manwolf. I was trying to say Moonwolf. We've had Manwolf revealed. So maybe that was where the Wolf codename came in with the leaks, but I'm holding out hope that we still do get an actual Manwolf. And I'm guessing maybe he might be a part of that World War II Logan wave that's going to be coming out. Also, the Magus was originally listed on the leaks as being in a 2-pack with the Champion. And of course, Champion was in a 2-pack with Star Fox, wasn't it? Yeah, that's right. So Magus, either it was a prediction for the 2-pack that didn't come out, or they've moved him to something else, maybe a single release. Have to wait and see. And then finally, one that a lot of people have been asking after ever since I made that leaks video was a 2-pack with Black Bolt and Triton. Still no sign of that yet, but with Strong Guy and X-Factor coming out, and Mysterio for that matter, it looks likely that that is still going to be coming sooner than later. So that does it for the Marvel Legends reveals, but there is the little Haslab tease as well. Now, what this is all about is they had a Q&A after the main reveals, and someone asked, what's the deal with Marvel Legends Haslab? Are we ever going to see another Haslab? And it sounded as though the answer leaned towards yes, we are going to get another Haslab. But what was said basically was that they don't want to move forward with a Haslab unless they are certain, or at least very, very sure, that it's definitely going to be a success, because no one wants a costly swing and a miss. Not just financially, but also it's not a good look. So what they want to do is hear from the fans what we want to see for a Haslab, which is good. So basically it's up to us. So we need to let Hasbro know, what do us Marvel Legends fans want to see from a Haslab? Me personally, a huge, big, amazing looking Apocalypse or Onslaught. I'd pay silly money for that. And I don't even have silly money, but I would find it from somewhere to finance a Haslab like that. I know a lot of other people are saying a Fantastica or a Blackbird. I don't know how practical like a Blackbird would be. That would probably be too big, but a Fantastica, maybe. To be fair though, that wouldn't really do it for me. I want my X-Men villains. But gang, what do you think would be a good Haslab? I'd like to see in the comments. Comment below, let me know. But it's great to hear that they haven't abandoned the Haslab concept. I know a lot of people feel like, actually, you know what? They should abandon the Haslab concept. Why are we crowdfunding for a massive multi-million-pound company? I get it. I do. It's not something that they can particularly, justify maybe, but also I just love Haslabs. I love the excitement. It's like Christmas, the build-up, the actual campaign, seeing the tiers, debating it. That's like a really fun month. Even with ones that don't pan out, like the Hell Charger. Oh my goodness. That was a fun month to be a Marvel Legends fan and just seeing how that car wreck unfolded. So a successful Haslab would be a lot of fun, but it's got to be a success, and we have to tell them what we think would be the most appropriate. I think it's kind of a two-pronged thing, isn't it? It's got to be the right product. It's got to be the right price, Hasbro. Because you know what? The Hell Charger would have funded if it was worth the money. There you go. Hopefully lessons learned. So gang, that does it for this little Marvel panel recap. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, keep displaying model behavior.